swear, James, do you even have an off button? Because you're starting to make the rest of us look bad.
There is no doubt that Britain is in a highly precarious situation. If this data is corroborated, it will indeed put an enormous strain.
Attention, please, everyone. 5 minutes ago, Sir Nicholas Webb informed us that if we ignore his demands, the next leak will be bigger and a lot closer to present day. Meaning that sources, assets, and even agents will be at risk. The diplomatic hit we have already taken is irreversibly detrimental to our national security, global interests, and Great Britain's standing in the world. Further jeopardizing that is not an option. It has been decided to accept Webb's demands and grant him immunity. Giving in is not giving up. Quite the contrary, we do this to protect the country we all love. It is time to stand down. Thank you. Bond, congratulations. Your performance in Vietnam proved beyond a doubt you'll make an excellent 00.
What are you doing? We can't let Webb get away with this.
What we do is my call. The world's not fair, Bond. I thought Greenway taught you that.
Don't bring Greenway into this.
Em, we have to go. The Prime Minister's waiting.
Moneypenny will debrief you, then go home and get some well-deserved rest.
All I'm saying is that it could be a giant bluff. I'm just not convinced that he's got anything more recent.
Why wouldn't he? No doubt about the authenticity of the first batch released.
Security around there.
Glad I'm not Em.
I'm
Or
sure
Bright, for that matter.
It's his
Always so chummy with Webb. That used to cause a lot of
That's
envy
not
in
how it
West.
works.
Immunity? After all he's done?
I'm sorry about Greenway, James, but
Well, she's not.
she's doing her job. And she's doing it well.
And that's it. You're happy to just walk away.
No, but I also have a job to do. I wrote some code to stress test some of their safety layers, and I'm going down there now. But I can see that you're not done ranting. Come, walk with me.
Thea is a complete scam. Webb lied to MI6 for more than a decade. He started out using the 00 program as a scapegoat, destroying 009 and Greenway's lives. Cressida and the other recruits dead or maimed. Monroe? But how the hell has it come to this?
He's been one step ahead all along. He has a sixth sense, I swear.
He doesn't need one. He's monitoring his own tech, and we've let him.
You coming? Actually, we are certain that he hasn't. 2 full sweeps and a third one concluding as we speak. Thea isn't and never was compromised.
Come on, Moneypenny. We saw it at Webb HQ, and Damien pretty much confirmed it.
Nevertheless, no breach has ever occurred.
Then explain to me how they could have a whole department at Webb Industries dedicated to sifting out Thea's mistakes if they didn't have a live feed of everything Thea ever delivered. We didn't make that up, Moneypenny.
What can I say? Unless Webb has some quantum-entangled mirror computer, it's just not possible.
Hang on. Hyperion. That's gotta be it.
What?
It was something Damien said. In Greek mythology, Hyperion is Thea's brother and consort. That makes perfect sense.
No, it doesn't. Tech like that is sci-fi, doesn't exist. Probably never will.
But what if it did? What would you have to do to eliminate the threat?
If it were that simple, destroy or remove the core, and you'd render the quantum cloud meaningless.
The data can't be read without the core.
Nope. The core is the magic key.
Let's just make absolutely sure.
You got all the trackers running.
Plugged in and recorded.
Good. Just to be perfectly safe, I think we should run it again after.
Wait, you're not actually buying any of this, are you?
What if it's true, though? We can make this whole thing disappear.
But it's not. Okay. And I am with Em on this. We have no choice but to give in.
Even if we had solid intel, a gamble like that would be reckless, beyond any sense. It'd go against MI6's very reason to exist. It would be high treason. So you won't do anything stupid.
Of course not. I'm not an idiot.
Promise me, James.
Cross my heart. Sorry, Moneypenny. This idiot's about to rob QLab.
Bond.
I just wanted to check in. Where is everyone?
I sent them all home. Come, join me. Don't do it.
What?
Blame yourself. I knew him for 25 years. The good years and what came after. Operation Nightfall changed him. He slipped into darkness. Never could find his way out until you came along. The first light in more than a decade. And he came back. More alive than ever. And thanks to you, he went out with a bang and not with a whimper. And if that's not a reason to celebrate, then I don't know what is. To Greenway. And to you, James. Salute. Don't forget to turn out the lights when you leave.
To get to Hyperion, I'll need an edge. New watch, pistol, and whatever else Q's got lying around. Okay. Where would you leave a shiny new Q watch? Thank you, Bridget. The watch and the pistol to go.
Credentials incorrect. Access denied.
Playing favorites, eh? Q has total access. All I need's a fingerprint. What was the last thing he touched? Got a fingerprint. Now how to get it off the glass. This should do the job. Damn. It's only a partial print. What else could be good for a clean print? It was the first of a new batch. And it was in the stress test chamber. What a mess. Doesn't George ever wash his hands? Great, and another partial. I wouldn't like to end up on the business end of that. At last. One whole print. Now let's see if I'm right.
Identity verified. Welcome back, Q.
Maybe I would have made a half-decent agent after all.
Q credentials inconclusive. Running diagnostics.
Don't worry, I'll be in and out. Thanks, Q. Promise to take better care of this one.
Q not detected.
What?
Initiating.
No, wait! Now, how do I get out of here?
Explosion chamber lockdown disengaged.
Shutter lock gone. Nothing to it. Full flow and a spark may be the answer.
Laser charged at operation.
Industrial strength. Or perhaps this'll do the trick.
Laser deactivated. Access granted.
Now what's a beauty like you doing in a place like this? It closes when the countdown is triggered. Damn, just a cupboard. Full of explosives.
Laser charged at operation.
fire hazard coming up?
Laser deactivated. Unsecured fire. Safety protocols initiated. Fire exit active. Please evacuate immediately.
How's that for burning bridges? CQ? You wouldn't even know I was here. Now for the pistol.
Armory access granted.
Too easy. Hello there. I've been looking everywhere for you. That's everything. Time to go.
Cease fire. Personnel detected on range.
Hello, James.
I wondered if you'd made it out alive.
With the 7 kinds of hell you raised, I practically walked out the front door.
Happy to be of assistance. What do you want?
Get to Webb, same as you.
Webb's finished. Disgraced and on the run. What makes you think I care?
Please, don't kidder.
Let's hear it.
It's simple. You know where he is. I have the means to get us there.
And I don't.
Nice try, James. But we both know you're about to burn all bridges. Besides, I already know he's somewhere in the Antarctic Circle. So unless you plan to join a whaling crew, I'm your best shot. I pinned the location. We leave in 24 hours. Bring your trunks.
Well, when one door closes...
See you, Bond.
Take it easy.
You leaving, James?
Afraid so.
Well, hell of a thing you did. See you around.
What's this?
Vodka martini. Shaken, not stirred.
What's the difference?
I want what I want, James.
When you offered me a ride, I was expecting something a little more airborne.
What can I say? I prefer comfort over speed.
I certainly wouldn't mind your expense account.
Sure it could be arranged?
And who is it you work for again?
Let's just say I've seen the future. And I'm making damn sure I'm on the right side of it. So should you.
That tells me absolutely nothing.
How's your drink?
Complicated. At least tell me what you're after. Seeing as we're in the same boat and all.
A girl is entitled to her secrets, wouldn't you say?
I need to be sure we don't have a conflict of interest.
Oh, it's not what you think.
Try me.
How did your parents die, James?
Doing something they loved.
Not mine. They died doing something they knew was right. And I'm going to finish it.
Webb. You're going to kill him. What happened to them?
They worked on the Thea project, but couldn't live with the deceit. They didn't know who to trust. Webb was already too big to fail. So they turned to the Americans. Except their plane never made it across the Atlantic. Technical malfunction, according to the FAA. I, of course, knew better.
I'm very sorry.
I don't need your pity. Just stay out of my way and I'll stay out of yours.
I've upset you. You know, I understand this whole no strings routine. I was on my own for a long time. The thing is, those strings don't hold you back. They keep you up.
Your career with MI6 might be over, but you have a bright future writing fortune cookies.
I hit a nerve.
You must be quite the marksman. What do you plan to do about it? 公安ラジャー20分に合流します。やっぱり1時間ください。
Is this normal? I don't mingle a lot with billionaires.
A client of mine runs a crypto vault out of an old nuclear bunker in the Hindu Kush. I figure normal is a spectrum. Would you mind?
What exactly are we breaking into?
Web Industries' fabled R&D facility. All the greatest breakthroughs were developed right here. That includes the big brain in your basement. I knew about it, just not its exact location. What can I say? Sir Nicholas takes industrial espionage very seriously.
And people want to come here.
You better believe it. It's the ultimate golden ticket.
Still, what's wrong with a tropical island?
Maybe the lease was cheap?
Optic camouflage? Self-heating smart fabric? A compliment.
Cable car station's up ahead.
Steep climb. Sentries?
Expect so. If I can reach that comms relay, I can jam the signal. Should give us an edge.
You brought toys. Nifty.
Here, give me a boost.
Why am I getting deja vu?
I said I was sorry.
Did you?
Sure I did. Meet you at the gatehouse.
She brings a submarine, thermal smartware, jamming device. Does she bring a rope? Look at you go.
Eyes on the bad guys, James.
Oh, no, this is where those penalty pull-ups pay off. Now what? Now what have we here? So I figured it out, by the way. Your client is the CIA.
That's so?
They advances made MI6 top dog in the spy community. I bet the CIA would love to get back in the lead. Webb is the key, but they know he's too patriotic to defect. So they hired you to dig up some dirt on him. When I exposed him, he became a liability. Webb leaks our secrets. The CIA take a hit as well. This is all just damage control.
Quite the theory.
What was that?
Climate change.
What, too soon? Close call. so how did I do?
Yeah, no. Not even close.
Really thought I was onto something there. Cable car's leaving.
New arrivals. Mostly senior staff from London HQ. Hopefully we'll be able to blend right in.
It's a big operation.
Webb's rounding up his lieutenants before MI6 can put the thumb screws on them. It's what I would have done.
You don't say. Reach the lower platform. I see a way in. There are guards up ahead.
Well, comms are down. We contain it quickly and they won't be able to reach the alarm. You take the one on the right. I'll take the one on the left.
Deal.
Hell, everyone's on edge. Diving unit went out this morning chasing a radar signal.
That wasn't necessary.
Means to an end.
That's your way, not mine.
Eggs and omelets, James. I'll meet you up top.
What are you? Let's see. Hey, what's happened to you?
So far, so good. Next stop, cable car.
It's not a ski resort. We'll need staff IDs to board. Find a couple of newcomers and relieve them of their ID bracelets.
Oh, who knew spycraft involved so much petty theft? And what'll you be doing?
Laying low. I told you, a lot of familiar faces inside. I can't risk someone blowing my cover. Call if you need assistance, though.
Fine. Sit tight.
Norris and Vincent, you may pick up your ID bracelet at the HR counter. Norris and Vincent, your ID bracelet is ready.
Let's see. Trench, Lopez, Larson, check. Kowalski, check. Yeah, everyone's accounted for. Except this one engineer who threw a fit and refused to get on the cable car. Some type of anxiety attack. Don't worry, he's not about to do a runner. I'm monitoring his tracking chip on my phone. Last thing we need is an outbreak of mass hysteria.
Found a lead on an ID. I need access to an HR person's phone.
Try a proximity hack. It worked wonders at the Webb Gala.
Very funny.
If his people have any sense, they're keeping him far away from the press until this shitstorm blows.
Ah! My eyes! It stinks!
Nigel, Gatehouse HR. We could use another couple of hands down here to sort out IDs. Your rivals are getting restless. Yes, well, let Miriam know when she's out of her meeting. Yeah, it's Nigel. I have a hysterical engineer on my hands who refuses to go on the cable car. Permission to sedate? We all know panic is contagious. Fine. had to ask. What's this? Remote hacking attempt detected. Defensive software engaged. Are these notifications even real?
Well?
The hack failed. They must have built in an extra layer of encryption. Looks like I'm gonna have to nick the phone.
You do like petty theft.
Stung like a... What the hell just happened?
Let's see. Somerset David. Got you.
Okay, get me up to speed here. How many ID braces have you sent?
I'm the company's executive performance coach. I'm pretty much the living embodiment of someone who's
Yes. I can see why they'd want you out of the way. But basically done.
Is that Nora St. Vincent? Look, she's even got her ID bracelet. Should have been on the cable car. Nora! Rise and shine, Nora.
Don't let her sleep for a while.
Probably nothing, just a noise.
I need to look.
Here. That was weird.
Did you call the number I gave you?
Red R&D, Harry. Could be worse.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Dr. Usman's research analyst. You could say I'm at the heart of this defense. Oh, wow. Trust me, love. Unless you know better. Why did they drag you?
Somerset?
Yeah? Who's this?
Fellow traveler. Can we talk? Come on, mate. What's going on with you?
What's going on with me? My God, why can't anyone else see what this is? Webb is blackmailing the government, and they must be planning an armed response. So, management brought us here as human shields. When the bootnecks arrive, how do you think this is going to play out?
Try not to think about it. Why did they relocate you?
Before I joined robotics, I worked at a university research center doing circuit engineering on a quantum computing project. For some reason, they put me on the extraction list. Don't know why, and don't care to find out.
Hang on. Someone's coming. Don't get up. We'll talk about this in your next... IDs are in the bag.
Good. Meet me by the cable car.
We'll talk about this in your next appraisal.
I'll deal with it myself. Send me his number.
It's me. Good guy. I know.
Well done. Who do we get?
I'm David Somerset, senior robotics engineer. And you are Nora St. Vincent, Webb's private masseuse.
You're kidding me.
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Touché.
After you.
David Somerset, Robotics Department. Security level 1. Please proceed. Scanning. Nora St. Vincent, Nanomechanics Department. Security level 1. Please proceed.
Don't give me that look.
I need you to promise you won't make any moves before I do what I came here to do.
For England, James?
No games, Isola. Do we have a deal?
Just don't fail. One way or another, Webb dies today.
Now what?
We need to get our bearings. That service robot looks friendly enough.
When in Rome.
Scanning ID. Greetings, David Somerset. Senior Test Engineer, Robotics Department. Where is your tracking chip? I do not detect a signal.
Tracking chip?
Company policy. You should have received the implants on the plane.
Ah, must have missed it. Spent most of the trip in the bathroom. Nervous flyer.
Very well. I have notified legal. Someone will be in touch. Now, how may I assist you?
What's your name?
It is Wellington. Thank you for asking. No one ever bothers.
Are you sentient?
Alas, no. But I have passed the Turing test many times with flying colors.
Where can I find Hyperion?
In the annals of Greek mythology.
Smart ass. Where may I find Sir Nicholas Webb?
Sir Nicholas is located in the Operations Department Command Center.
Great. Do I have access to operations?
You do not. Your access is limited to the Robotics Department.
Just my luck.
Strange. Your face does not match the picture in our database. You are not David Somerset. Stay put while I notify...
Right. I'm going to operations. You should too.
You think Hyperion will be at the command center?
If not, it's your best chance of locating it. You're in robotics, I'm in nanomechanics. I say we split up, double our chances.
Works for me. Call if you have a breakthrough.
If?
When?
Oh, take this. Pistol attachment. Fires a wireless electroshock projectile that will cripple an elephant and fry just about any electronic system. Might come in handy where you're going.
We've got those too.
Mm-hmm.
Error. Please await assistance.
Even here the tech breaks down. Oddly comforting. All fixed.
Insufficient clearance.
Bet you would like this place.
David Somerset.
Seems I'm in the right place.
Ah, good show. Hope you're feeling better. I'm Ferguson, the head of department. Hop on that big platform over there. I'll show you the ropes. So, you came in on the chopper this morning?
That's right. Straight from London.
How's the weather?
Well, if you need to ask, you've been away too long.
Ain't that the truth? May I introduce the Autonomous Demolition Unit, or RECCE among friends. It's designed for urban disaster areas, able to clear a path through wreckage in mere moments, allowing medical aid to arrive safer and faster. Here, grab the controls and let's get started. Issue a move command, any direction you want. Good. Now, here comes the fun bit. Make RECCE demolish those units.
Don't get in its way.
RECCE is equipped with a full array of detection sensors. As long as you have a heartbeat, perfectly safe. All right. I think you've got the hang of it. I'm curious, what exactly are the accusations against Sir Nicholas? We're getting mixed messages down here.
You know, high treason, fraud, conspiracy to commit murder. A slap on the wrist stuff, really.
Must be false. Something a troll farm cooked up. Stuff they can do with deepfakes these days. Anyway, here we are. Our most promising creation. Tabula rasa, general-purpose android. This unit can master virtually any function or skill through mimetic machine learning.
I imagine law enforcement agencies will be lining up.
Not an option, I'm afraid. Company policy. And the public just isn't ready for it. The functionality is totally there, though.
It was starting to grow on me.
That's all the time I have, I'm afraid. We'll pick this up later. Have a look around. I suggest you try the piano. Advanced mimicry. It'll knock your socks off.
Yeah, will do. Thanks for your time.
Good to have you on the team, Somerset.
James, what's your status?
Happily single, thank you very much.
I made it past nanomechanics. The utility area behind the research space connects every floor.
Utility area. Got it.
Insufficient clearance.
The glass wall looks delicate.
Okay, I'm just gonna ask. What about defensive applications? Could they be used for policing?
See, that would go against our corporate values.
Motion detected. Activating dynamic impulse response sensors.
True, but people instinctively...
Mimicry systems engaged. Proceed with test.
I lead, it follows.
This
Good
is
to know.
a brave new world, not 1984.
I give it 10 years.
This takes me back. Right, back to
Our
work.
finger dexterity's amazing.
The floor is warm in here.
Oh, yes, the platform is temperature controlled for extreme conditions testing. Crank it to max and you can dry roast a turkey. You want me to turn it down?
Oh, no.
Excuse me, could you move away? I don't trample around in your experiments, do I?
Oh, no thanks. It's rather pleasant, actually.
Bloody hell, my eyes!
Ouch! What was that? What? Wait, huh?
Time to turn up the heat.
Oh, is it just me, or is it getting hotter? I feel like...
Shake it off. Come on.
Coast is clear.
Insufficient clearance.
Excuse me. David Somerset, fresh off the boat. What's this about?
I'm a kinetics instructor. I teach the androids to understand and replicate human body language, like postures and gestures, facial micro-expressions, oculesics and haptics. Well, these are key to reduce the uncanny valley effect and evoke genuine empathy towards our robotic companions.
I like it better already.
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a trial.
Insufficient clearance.
After the proxemics trials, I'm requesting a transfer to the disaster relief team.
Why? Cognitive mimetic.
Have you seen the specs for the next-gen disaster response unit? It's so cool. It uses plasma rays to cut through obstacles, and it employs different sensory modes to detect survivors. Motion and pheromone detection.
Hey, what are you testing?
We're calibrating the android's strength and fine motor skills to handle unstable chemicals and fragile samples. This unit could do toxic waste disposal, assist in biocontainment labs, even conduct scientific studies in outer space.
The sky is not the limit. Impressive.
Especially when it works. Those chemicals are a pest to clean up.
Why do you design robots if your outlook is that bleak? That bleak outlook is precisely why I should be the one designing robots.
Oh, dear. Sorry, just trying to get through.
You should have seen it. We brought in this famous Polish ballerina to work with the research team for 3 weeks straight.
Must have been a sight to behold. Why ballet, though?
It was just a showpiece. Bit of razzle-dazzle for the press. People are still uneasy about robots. Sir Nicholas knows to dissuade public opinion. He needs some cigars.
It's amazing tech, that much. My husband's grandfather, he dug a tunnel that left exposed. Saved millions.
Hey, just doing the rounds. What are you testing?
This android's outer shell is constructed from our new smart composite nanofiber material. Ultralight and shock absorbing. Damn near indestructible. We believe it will revolutionize space travel. But testing on human subjects would be far too dangerous. Obviously. Go on, have a crack.
Don't mind if I do.
Amazing work they do down there. Otis, the vet they brought in for testing, got his spine severed when his chopper crashed in Syria. You should have seen the guy's face when he first stood up. Lit up like a Christmas tree.
Incredible. How does it even work?
It's like, you know those active work harnesses they use for heavy lifting? Industry standard for a few years now.
My uncle moves pianos. Says if it wasn't for his exo, he'd be forced to retire long ago.
Yeah, well, that thing's a piece of shite. What the Tardigrade Mark III does is use self-learning AI to mimic the nerve
Somerset, right? Newbie advice. Don't fret about making a mess. The automated system dispatches a cleaning robot from the utility area. No need to get down on your knees and scrub. You just focus on your research.
Good tip. Thanks.
Hey, science is messy.
Sure. The only way we won't need weapons in the future.
Insufficient clearance. Shooting range activated. Weapon deployed. All clear. Proceed with task.
there's a sticky situation.
Cleaning robot to test area 2. Cleaning robot.
Still not convinced. Better try one more time. There's science.
Mm-hmm. Had enough?
May come back later to conduct a control experiment.
You won't be the first.
Cleaning in progress. Cleaning bin full. Return to station.
You don't mind if I tag along, do you?
Cleaning in progress. Insufficient clearance.
Starting to feel unwelcome.
Insufficient clearance.
Yeah? Up we go. Getting cold. There's a view to die for. Precarious? Gotta be another way back in. No, I'll take the next one.
James, how's progress?
Great. Progressing.
Glad to hear it.
Whoever thought they'd need a balcony at minus 30 degrees? I salute you.
James, a word of warning. I just ran into a guard who wanted to scan my ID bracelet.
Are we compromised?
He's, having a lie down. But clearly we're not supposed to be back here.
Thanks for the heads up.
I'll wait for you on the landing.
Sheer willpower. It's perfectly safe.
Webb doesn't cut corners.
No, that'd be too pedestrian for him. He only dabbles in high treason. Allegations. Nothing more. Your loyalty is moving.
So what? It's true. This is the establishment. Always as
It's a view from the London office.
It's even better up close. Found something.
What was that? What? And how? What is... That's so odd. Well, it seems alright now.
Get down! You think you can outrun me? I've got eyes on him! Reposition. Searching the next location. He's back! Let's give that a look. Moving on. Searching through it.
What?
Why would...
Let go!
He's done! Go!
Took a while.
Oh, you know, boys and their toys. How was nanomechanics?
Not much to look at. Shall we?
Issa Vale.
Lindsay, hi.
What on earth are you doing here? I heard you were let go.
Long story.
I'm afraid we have a little time for chit-chat. So Nicholas expects a debriefing right away.
And you are?
Kittredge, Special Intelligence Task Force.
Never heard of it.
Lucky you. Let's keep it that way, shall we?
Right. Of course.
This conversation never happened.
You'd make a great conman, James.
Well, always nice to have something to fall back on. So how come you didn't know where this place was located?
I knew it was within the Antarctic Circle, same as everyone else. But the exact coordinates were classified. Even Damien was never invited down here.
Webb's own son. And no wonder the guy was troubled.
Please. There's no excuse for what Damien was. Webb just found a way to harness his son's worst impulses.
Oh, if life gives you lemons.
Pretty much. It's Webb. And that is Roger Finch, the chief legal officer.
I know. We met in a lift.
I've upgraded security. No one enters the command center but you and me.
Well, you heard the man. We need to boost our security level.
How do we manage that?
I'm sure there's an upgrade station around here somewhere. But you must do the heavy lifting again. This place will be crawling with management types like Lindsay back there. I can't risk being seen.
All right, we'll hang back. I'll go fast-track my career.
I'll poke about in the system. See what I can find.
C classified. The Tattle must have a man on the inside.
Of course they have a man on the inside. If not MI6...
Miriam, what the heck? I left my stuff in the command center earlier, and now my ID has stopped working.
Not my doing, I'm afraid. Take it up with Roger Finch.
Great. How do I upgrade?
The ID station is in the security office. But it won't do you any good. No one enters without Roger's consent.
Forget it. Didn't need that insulin anyway.
Of course they have a man on the inside. If not MI6, then Whitehall. But we can't have our global
James,
business partner...
I'm looking at department schematics. Looks like the upstairs rooms are connected by vents. Could be a way into the security office.
Good tip.
Next point on the agenda, please.
I hear he also makes a great casserole.
But that right there is what I'm...
No. Unacceptable. Deal with it. Good. Continue the strategy. Next up.
You! What are you doing? You need to stop doing that.
Relax. I don't want any trouble.
Don't take a step. Understood?
Level 5. Moving up in the world. Isola, we're all set. Meet me at the command center.
Needs a date.
The diplomatic red tape ought to keep the Royal
My
Navy
mistake.
at bay for at
Apologies.
least some time.
Unintentional.
Next up.
Well, we're still awaiting the official response from Whitehall.
Insufficient clearance.
You're getting good at this, James.
Remember our deal.
How could I forget?
Applies to Roger Finch as well. He's a civilian.
That doesn't make him any less punchable.
No sign of Webb. Or Hyperion.
Never mind. We are at the heart of his operation. The information you need will be on one of those terminals.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a way down.
Okay, you poke around. I'll keep a lookout.
I think I know exactly where to poke. Just like that.
Bravo.
All right. Show yourself. There you are.
James? You might want to see this.
What are we looking at?
Predictive analytics. That's a neural network tree. Watch.
It's a roadmap.
Yeah, for overthrowing the British government in as few moves as possible. And instating Stephen Bright as the next PM.
It's a damn coup d'etat. How is this possible?
Well, looks like with Thea offline, Webb was finally free to use his mirror machine to his own gain. You really outdone yourself this time, James.
I have to get down there.
James Bond. We meet again.
We do?
Roger Finch, Chief Legal Officer.
Oh, right. Elevator guy.
I'm sure this is all a big joke to you. Don't move. I will shoot. It's Finch. James Bond is here. I've got him poking about in operations. Sound the alarm. Let's see you wiggle your way out of this one.
Challenge accepted.
Let's go. We're about to have company. You should take the freight lift down. Webb is not going to leak the data on account of one rogue agent, but he will throw everything he has at you to stop you from reaching Hyperion.
What about you?
Webb's penthouse is directly above us. I'll wait for him there. Time to settle scores.
Isola, if it's closure you're looking for, I promise you won't find it. Not like this.
You really are very sweet.
The target is still here. Shoot on sight. Anyone have eyes on the CLO? Negative. What are we dealing with?
Here's my right.
SPS rig. Rogue MI6 agent with chip on his shoulder. He's moving cover. Lifted his gun. I need covering fire, now!
He's in the lock.
Running diagnostics. Human function.
Be the beast. Here we go. Isola, I made it onto the lift. Heading down towards Hyperion. Did you locate Webb? Isola, copy.
See it. He's on the freight elevator. He's disappeared. For the silo. Come on, push up.
Damn it. I mean business.
Running diagnostics.
Not bad, James. Not bad at all.
Have you lost your mind? You're talking about turning them into autonomous weapon systems. This is not what we do.
The order came straight from the top. Remove all safety restrictions and upload the defense software protocol.
No, I won't be a part of this.
Then I will. Step aside.
Oh, hell no. Need a way out. Now.
Well. Out of the frying pan and into the meat grinder. Didn't see that coming, did you?
Finch.
Now you remember my name. Who's the joke now, boy? Who's the bloody joke?
Last one hold. Thing.
Disabling the brakes. What is it waiting for? Break the glass! Break it now!
Same control panel as the lift. Not getting anywhere without the override key. This better work. Won't be getting one of those.
Attention all staff.
Reki.
The level 2 alert.
Fancy meeting you
Anyone
here.
not performing critical functions is kindly instructed to return to their quarters and await further instructions. We apologize for the inconvenience. Attention all staff. This is a level 2 alert. Anyone not performing critical functions is kindly instructed to return to their quarters and await further instructions. We apologize for the inconvenience. Attention all staff. This is a level 2 alert. Anyone not performing critical functions is kindly instructed to return to their quarters and await further instructions. We apologize for the inconvenience.
More fans. They should lead to the lower levels. Let's stick to factory settings this time, shall we? Recce's blocked. Gotta lower the bollards. Sure. Why make it easy?
Secondary lock deactivated. Lowering.
Thanks, Recce. You really came through. How to get inside that structure? Ideally without being ground to a pulp. Gotta stop the centrifuge. Power source must be nearby. Great. More the merrier. Killing me. Ferguson. I'll put in a good word with Q. Okay. Final stretch.
Yellow warning. Engine inoperative. Core systems overheating. Diverting power to attempt stabilization. Yellow warning. Engine inoperative. Core systems overheating. Diverting power to attempt stabilization. Yellow warning. Engine inoperative. Core systems overheating. Diverting power to attempt stabilization. Yellow warning. Engine inoperative. Core systems overheating. Diverting power to attempt stabilization.
Took my own way down.
Yellow warning. Engine inoperative. Core systems overheating. Diverting power to attempt stabilization. Yellow warning. Engine inoperative. Core systems overheating. Diverting power to attempt stabilization.
Yeah, that's not happening. Must be an off switch somewhere.
Yellow warning. Engine inoperative. Core systems overheating. Diverting power to attempt stabilization.
What are you saying? Who gave the order?
It was Finch. Told us to disable all safety restrictions and upload the defense software protocol. Said he was acting on your behalf.
Contain the situation before it snowballs. And find the intruder. He must not reach the silo.
So?
Webb's here. Isola? Webb is at the silo. You're in the wrong place. Isola? She's offline.
Stabilization attempt failed. Fire eruption in the cooling system. Immediate action required.
Ominous.
Stabilization attempt failed. Fire eruption in the cooling system. Immediate action required.
Hyperion. Brother consort. I bet he got a kick out of that one. A second quantum computer. It's the perfect sleeper agent. Always watching. Recording our every move. A threat so far outside of the box we couldn't even conceive of it. Well, that ends today, Webb. That's a promise.
Immediate action required.
Don't want to know.
Orange one.
Affirmative.
Stabilization attempt failed. Fire eruption in the cooling system. Immediate action required.
I'll handle it. I've got a visual. In the corridor. What are you waiting for? Get it! On it! He's hit! Over!
Orange one. Stabilization attempt failed. Fire eruption. Action required.
Hello, gorgeous. Okay. Remove the core. Stop the leak.
Mr. Bond. Predictably unpredictable. Have you come for my other son?
Maybe this one you'll actually care about.
Not so fast. Health monitoring device. Like all tech, its purpose can be redirected. Such as dumping every last bit of MI6 data the moment that my heart stops beating.
I don't have to kill you to stop you.
Go on then. Risk it. Not so easy when you have so much to lose, is it? Thought so. Drop it. Kick it away.
Your very own magic mirror. It's clever, I'll give you that. Was overthrowing the government always part of the plan?
A last resort, nothing more. And like a great man once said, never let a good crisis go to waste.
Happy to be of service.
There is no flip side to the world I'm building. You think I'm a fiend. But make no mistake, Bond. The future will be grateful.
What did you do? You gave me your word.
You really should know by now, James. My word means nothing. I've most likely pierced the abdominal aorta. He doesn't have long. I'd keep the old ticker going if I were you.
Whatever happens, stop her. Don't let them have Hyperion.
Your parents' murder. Just another lie.
Oh, what can I say? I know my audience. This is business. Always was. The only reason I let you get this far is because you make for such wonderful distractions. Good luck, James. I really do mean it.
I was right about Hyperion. Webb's dead. I stopped the leak, but Isola escaped with the core. You need to send in the cavalry. It'll be too late.
Faster! If she reaches that sub! Isola! Stop!
She must be headed for the docks.
Here we go again!
There. She's going for the boat.
Oh no, you don't! Not this time!
Make me!
You won't! Let it go, James. Oh, look at you. Whole house broken. What a waste. They won't take you back, you know? You will rot in a cell and leave nothing behind but a blackened file.
This is Bond. The threat is neutralized. I could use a ride. +1.